Howdy, howdy, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are trying Crush Back to the 80s Electric Blue Razz. So this is blue raspberry flavored soda, but it's under the name of Back to the 80s because this soda is supposed to evoke the whole vibe of the 1980s. And I really do love the artwork here. It's got kind of like a vaporwave style deal with some neon colors to it and all that. You got the 8-bit looking raspberries, 8-bit for all you new kids out there. That's the video game graphics that were out back in the day. Now some people will be thinking, was there a blue raspberry flavor of Crush back in the 80s and this is like some kind of throwback thing they're trying to do? No, absolutely not. Let's go back to the history of Crush and anything blue raspberry flavor, which we go all the way back to 2005. That's when Crush Blue Raspberry first came out for a limited time during the summer of 2005 in Canada. And then in 2011, it finally made its way into the United States. It was out for just a limited time in 12-ounce cans and 2 liters. In 2014, they did try to bring it back, but it got scrapped. Those plans just fell to the wayside. And then in 2020, Crush released Crush Blue Raspberry in powder pack form. And it's unknown if that is still being in production or what have you. But for the most part, Crush and anything blue raspberry is not in a bottle form like this until now. But as I went through the history of blue raspberry Crush, this is a totally different thing because it is electric blue razz. Alright, so something about this is going to be different than anything that Crush has released before. Man, that is a very, very strong blue raspberry smell. Very candy-like, very tarty. That's what I always think about with blue raz. Anyways, here we go. This is the brand new limited edition Crush Back to the 80s Electric Blue Razz soda going in. Yeah. Wow. That has a very tangy, really high. Is it coloring my teeth yet? It has a very tangy high. Like it tastes like shards of hard candy crushed. Crush. It's just in liquid form. Like you really do taste it's such a deep, sweet flavor, but has a high tart. Can I even talk? I don't I don't even know, man. But this really does evoke something. This is totally different than any blue raspberry flavored soda is. This has something going on with it that I really can't put my finger on. That's what it is. Wow, okay. The electric in here. When you drink this and the soda kind of just ravels around your tongue, like it feels like it's slightly getting shocked all around my tongue. It's very insane. It's a crazy thing. It's like tingles all around my tongue. And my teeth are turning slightly bluer, it looks like. It's not tingly in the form where it's like painful or anything. It's just a very it's like it's tickling your tongue, and it's not the carbonation. It's the flavor or something about this. A very fizzy tingle that just like really packs a lot of flavor of that blue raspberry, but it's a very sweet blue raspberry. And let's just say that because there is a lot of sugar in this. 71 grams, much like a Mountain Dew. I also got to say this is a limited time thing for the summertime. It was released July 2025. Chances are these sodas have an 8-week window. So by the end of September, you probably won't be finding this anymore. So if you do want to try it, pick it up. Also, shout out to my brother. He picked one up while he was on vacation because I wasn't able to find this yet in my area. So, shout out to you, Zachary. So, Crush, back to the 80s, Electric Blue Razz. Not as tarty as I was expecting from a blue raspberry flavored drink. But I will say it brings out a different vibe than what a blue raspberry flavor would be. Since it is electric blue raz, this does something. When it surrounds your tongue, there is like a shock wave going around your tongue that tingles it, and it like just kind of soaks in this very sweet blue raspberry taste. Like you do taste it. But if I were to break this up into a pie with what it tastes like, I would say blue raspberry tartness would be 25%. The sweetness would be 50%. And the other 25% of it would be not necessarily a taste, but a sensation that is also evoking flavor that tingles your tongue all around. And it is an experience that I think, does it take me back to the 80s? Maybe, with how much sugar there is in it. I should say there is not a zero sugar variant of this. So it is very much like the 80s, where there was no zero sugar soda back then. And you could debate and say there was a Pepsi free and stuff like that, but no soda that actually literally said zero sugar back in the 80s. So there's that. Would I buy this again? I would give it another shot just because it is a weird concoction, a weird flavor. Electric Blue Razz isn't too crazy and outrageous, but the experience with this thing is something different that I don't think I've ever had before with a soda. So, definitely interesting. The flavor is a bit too sweet, and it's not really refreshing either. So it kind of has that going for it, where it's just like, man, I really could use a glass of water right now. But is this a bad tasting soda by any stretch? No, it is not. So I would say this is a good one. I'd say pick this up, give it a shot at least once. It's selling out a lot. I saw one single 12 pack of cans at my grocery store, and I didn't pick it up just because, I don't know, I just had a brain fart or something. Or maybe that supermarket charges $11.99 for a 12 pack of soda, which is highway robbery. But I didn't pick it up, and then like 20 minutes later when I walked around again, it was gone. So yeah, they are going everywhere. Even the good old boys here in small town USA know all about this Crush back to the 80s, and they are absolutely in love. All right. All right. All that being said, I will give this a solid 8 out of 10. This would be a perfect drink just because of the experience and the taste and all that if it was more refreshing. But the sugar and sweetness in this bogs it down and just kind of hurts it. It should be a little less sweet and more crisp and refreshing. I don't know what they could do to reformulate it that way, but that's what I think about this. But definitely not a bad flavor by any stretch. I'm being very nice. I'm giving it an 8 out of 10 because I really do feel like just the packaging, the labeling, the taste, the experience, it's worth it. Definitely worth it just to try once. So that's why I give it an 8 out of 10. But yeah, Crush back to the 80s, Electric Blue Razz. I don't know if this is going to be a new theme that they're going to do, back to the 80s, much like the Coca-Cola Creations, or not, but I would like to see them do more of this kind of stuff. Back to the 80s. What else could they do? What's another 80s flavor? I don't know if they could do a back to the 90s, do a clear Crush or something. I don't know. I'm just being silly right now. Stop it. Anyways, Crush back to the 80s, 8 out of 10, Electric Blue Razz. Thank you guys for watching this cheat day review. I am DJ Glowing Ice, always wanting to remind you that it is okay to cheat every once in a while. And I will see you next time. Peace out, everybody.